Back to the day 2 of JavaScript projects. So today I've already taken up a project in which we will be adding a JavaScript functionality. The name of the project is Soundboard, in which we will be adding a music to the buttons and they will play accordingly. As soon as we click it, the button will play and the sound will play, and as soon as we change or click to the next button, the sound of the previous button stops and next button will start continuing. So a warm welcome to all of you. Please join fast so that we will start. And already we will be adding functionality to only I can say JavaScript only. HTML and CSS we will let's discuss, and then we will start with the JavaScript. So a warm welcome to all of you on the day 2nd of JavaScript project week, and candidate who will be preparing any of the 3 projects and sharing us the certificate and sharing us the GitHub link, he will be eligible for a participation, or you can say completion certificate of this JavaScript project. So I request you all to please be attentive and take your own time to prepare the project. It's not like that you have to compare or you have to submit it in this week only. Take your time and share the GitHub link so that we can check and prepare it. Oh, so we can check and issue a certificate. So let's start now. And so I hope my voice and my screen is proper and you able to see the screen and listen to my voice. So here, as you all can see, this is a basic HTML skeleton, and in the body we did nothing, just simply linked the audio files. Let me show you. These are the files which we have linked it and are already available in the sound folder. Let me show you here only. Fine. So we have just added it. Okay. Now, and a div with ID buttons, because all those will be buttons. All those will come in the form of a button, and later on a simple CSS is there in which we have added a font, Google font, Poppins, and sans serif is the fallback font, displays flex wrap will be wrap. Now, we will do one thing. Let's create some functionality in the JavaScript, then we will switch on to the CSS part. So how this CSS is actually functioning with the help of taking the help of JavaScript, taking the help of CSS and HTML, how the files are getting linked, and how the files are getting linked with the buttons, and how as we switch from as we click the next button, the audio file playing in the previous button will get stopped and the next button will get start. So this functionality we will also be adding so that the overlapping of the audio files between the 2 buttons will not happen and will not create a mesh in the project. So for this, let us start now. We create a const of arrays with the name as sounds, and we will and we will have the audio files names This is the applause, boo, gasp, tada, victory, and wrong. We will declare here applause. 1 second, 1 second. Gasp, tada, victory, and wrong. And closing the brackets. So here we have added the 1 second, 1 second. Applause. Let me check the spelling. Applause, boo, gasp, tada, victory, wrong. Applause, boo, gasp, tada, victory, and wrong. Okay, fine. Now we will have the sounds, and for each sound, second, we will call and now we will create a class. The name will be class as btn, and we'll have a will create an element. The name of the element will be button, uh, the name of the element will be button with the class as btn with class list, and add this class button which we have created. One second, this is not required. So as you all can see, for each sound we have 1 2 3 4 6 sounds. So for each sound we have create a element called button, and we have created a class, and we will now add a class to these buttons of a button dot inner text, and now we will add the sound here. Okay. So now we will add an event to this button, to the button class. Add event listener. The event will be as soon as we click the button, the audio will start playing. So 1 second. So let me close this. So we will be adding a functionality, a click functionality, so that as soon as we click the button, the audio which we have inserted, here in the index.html will start playing. So 1 second, click functionality we have added. And also a stop functionality also we require, in which as soon as I click on the next button, uh, the sound of the previous button will get stopped and the next one will start playing. I have the sound. Play functionality we will be adding. Now one more thing, we'll have the document dot get element by id for the button and child will have the class btn. So let me adjust it first. So now let me play 1 second also. So now we will create the stop songs functionality. 1 second. Perfect. Okay, so now we'll call a function stop songs. Sounds, we'll have the sounds for each sound will have the const song document dot get element by id. 1 second. The document dot get element by id. For each sound. 1 second. And we'll add song dot pause so that as soon as we'll create the next button, the previous button sound get paused. For this we need to reset the time to 0. Let me also adjust it. See. So earlier, what is happening? If I comment out this thing, it is creating a mesh because all of the buttons or sounds of all of the buttons will starting to play. But here, 1 second. So it is resetting the previous button timer to 0 and playing this thing, the next button value. So this is how the soundboard functionality will work. And as you all can see, we have not created the buttons in index or not in script, मतलब css. We have created with the help of JavaScript. We have created the buttons here and have added a functionality to the class btn of all the buttons. This is how this thing have started working. And with the help of play and pause, and for the pause, resetting the current timer of the pause to 0, which enables the next audio of the button to start. So this is the day 2 of the project of JavaScript. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, the day 3rd of JavaScript project. Thank you.